Hello, good afternoon, happy Saturday to the live crew, happy other day if you are catching the replay. We are watching a live stream that happened today. Courtney Shortney is back. If you're wondering who the heck is Courtney Shortney, I'm delighted to catch you up to speed. If you already know who she is and you're wondering, what do you mean she was gone? I'm delighted to catch you up to speed. If you're wondering what this little cluster is, it's a craft tornado. Oh, so many things happened today. I'm doing the best with the spoons I have, and my little cave is mostly clean. My treehouse is mostly clean. Hi, hero. Someone on the internet was like, I don't understand people who wear a lot of necklaces. And I'm like, you know what? Stay in your own lane. Don't do what you want to do. I don't give a flippity flop. Hello. You're loving Florida. Oh, the weather in Florida is delightful. The beaches in Florida are incredible. The beaches in Texas are like sewer water. The beaches in Florida are like crystal clear. Delightful. Incredible. Hello to you. Hello to your floofs. Hello. I've got my handy dandy notes. I don't know if we're just gonna rage, but let me tell you this. The cult is culting. Courtney cannot help herself. And yes, did I match the background to her nail color? I couldn't help myself. And yes, my books look like they're about to fall. They're a little tilty. I think I'm gonna add like a faux plant right here. I need to change my background. I need to change the twinkle lights. Please hold. I felt like we needed to match her nails, so please hold. Twinkle lights coming in hot. How's everyone doing? What crafts are we working on? Let me tell you the fuckery that has happened. I have combined, unfortunately, embroidery and needlepoint, and I didn't know. Kate talked me down from a meltdown. Hugh, let us go with, How am I supposed to pronounce Ibiza? Is it Ibiza? If I'm supposed to pronounce it Ibiza, why is there a Z? Can someone tell me? What's this one? Ooh, let's do this one. Just kidding. We're doing purple. All right. Save to my scenes. Let us edit this and go twinkle light. That is not fast. Done. That's not twinkling. Done. Save. Why are we not twinkling? Play. You are not very fast. Done. Hello? Are you sleepy? Good enough. That's alright. As a reminder, Melaleuca is an MLM. Also, eXp Realty is selling a house in my neighborhood. And as I passed by, I was like, hey Siri, is eXp Realty a multi-level marketing company? And Siri was like, yes.
MLM company X. This is from bislifetoincome.com.
Yes, it is. Siri just answered my question again. How is my treehouse? Am I in my 30s and want to live in a treehouse? Yes, I do. A crafty little treehouse. After a crazy weather week, it's sunny and beautiful today. Can I go outside and enjoy it? No. I have homework to do so I can enjoy my wedding anniversary. 420. Are you going to enjoy some edibles as well? Let me tell you. We will find out. Also, the blue and the purple? Except this little light is being a little turd. The lights, there's actually more. I just don't know how to figure it out so y'all can see. I'm so glad to see you! No, Siri does not lie as much as Google. Also, if y'all listen, Perplexity is delightful, and here's why. Perplexity links the shit out of everything and will link like scientific like sites, more like primary sources, scientific sites first if it can do it, like NHI, PubMed, stuff like that. You have a certain amount of free searches first. I do the paid one because multi-level marketing, but Perplexity is the shit. Also, when you move around a lot, lights are the best because you don't have to paint. Also, I was like, you know what? Double down. I don't care. I'm twinkle lighting. If you also, I've adjusted in that. That's my room over there. The lights at sleepy time. So good. So good. So good. How's everyone doing? Siesta key. Drink that coffee. Drink it, drink it, drink it. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. All right. Let's delve into the cult. There's a Prove It event. It looks like Courtney's back with her hubby. To each their own. I love that form. Do what you need to do to preserve and promote your emotional well-being. Please refresh. Hello? Refresh. Refresh, refresh. Refresh. Hello? My files. I'm not going to read from this. I'm just going to rage, so don't worry. Like, I just have some notes because the trauma dumping, the tying of all of this into a multi-level marketing setting, doing this kind of work in an unsafe environment, not doing this, whatever they're going to be doing in a setting with a licensed professional, ends up being fuckery, and we're going to find out. And you may wonder, DC, how come you have such big emotions? Because I can, and also the tism. I call it the tism because it's like, it's how I accept my autism, so if it offends you, you can have all the emotions you want to. And you're welcome to be here with all your emotions, because I certainly am here with all my emotions. Also, I will be crafting, and you're welcome to rage and craft or rage and type, and I think I'll show you what happened with this. I'm swapping out my kids' clothes for the season, and it's a little nostalgic and sad. Some of them are going away, but a little happy to see some being used by the next child. I have a question for parents. Here's a question. Do y'all make, like, quilts out of your kids' clothing when you're done having children? So that you have, like, a, you know, memory? Or no? Or you just give them to kids who need them? Well, since the chat is having coffee, I'll also have coffee. I definitely wasn't looking for an excuse. Broken waffles? Caffeinate? Caffeinate, caffeinate, caffeinate. Let's go! Let's go! Alright. We've got our buttons set up. We've got our audio set up. We've got Courtney. This is her husband behind her. Josh. Oh, I forgot to tell you the lore. If you know who Jessie Lee Ward is, you can put a 1 in the chat or just listen. Jessie Lee Ward was one of the top people in Prove It. She was terminated by a few companies. She was the top rep in those companies. She developed a couple of blood feuds with the top people in those companies. She continued to claim that she was the #1 network marketer in the world. There was no evidence to back that statement up. She was a force to be reckoned with. She was probably one of the most recognized multi-level marketers on the internet. She ended up getting colon cancer. She decided to fight colon cancer naturally. She made a lot of wild pseudo-science claims about fighting her cancer. Her friends around her fed into her, I would say, unsupported scientific claims. And this is my asterisk. You have absolute autonomy over your own body. As a public figure, I think you need to be careful about how you use the power you wield with your influence. Okay? Asterisk. Her friends did her dirty, especially when she passed away. And the clout fuckery that happened when she passed away with Eric Worre and all of the people who claimed to be her friends got them on the fuck you list thanks to the squirrels. So, there's several people on my channel. We do not name call. We do not do the fuck you, except on if you're on the fuck you list because the live chat has voted you on there and it takes a lot to get you there. There are several people on that list. Eric Worre on the fuck you list. Brian Underwood on the fuck you list, especially what he said at her funeral. Because we watched that, or at least I watched that fuck you list. Especially what he's done, okay? Now, Courtney, claimed to be her best friend. If you want to watch it, she took Jessie Lee's dogs, who were actually both her and her ex-husband's dogs, and Courtney would not give them back to Jessie Lee's husband for over, several years. In that time, one of the dogs, Wookie Lee, passed away. And Courtney didn't have the guts, in my opinion, according to her own words, you can go watch my live stream, to tell the family that Wookie Lee had passed away. She told the internet first. If you're wondering, what is this clout fuckery? Go watch the live stream. I will try to link it in the description afterwards. Jessie Lee passes away. Her dogs, Jessie Lee loved those dogs more than anything in the world. Her parents are trying to make sure, or want the dogs, either want the dogs to go back to Shane. It's a whole thing. Courtney, in my opinion, as a matter of control, are keeping the dogs. She claims that Jessie Lee wanted her to have the dogs. Blah, blah, blah. In the process, Kumba is getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. And you can see it on the stories because we have screenshots, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, trigger warning, pet neglect and death. Okay? It's a whole thing. I'm trying to give you the lore, quick. And so the internet is just asking questions, and then she refuses to show the dogs on the video because Reddit is going, what is going on? You claim to be Jessie Lee's best friend, and it looks like you're neglecting her dogs, who she loved more than anything in the entire world. Why are they getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier? Why? Just a question, okay? Just a question. So Wookie Lee passes away. She doesn't have the guts to tell the family. She won't give the dogs up. And she tells the internet before she tells the internet on a live stream before she tells the family. Go watch the live stream. Her words, not my words. Okay? So, she then, after all this, the dog, Kumba, gets to go back to Shane. All right? Prove It, the company she's with, the company she's been with, the company she was in with Jesse Lee, gets acquired by Herbalife because Herbalife wants Protocol, which is a sub company, a intellectual property sub deal of Prove It. And Brian Underwood makes Prove It part of the purchase. So, Prove a Life, okay? That's not their name, but I'm just being obnoxious. And in the process, Courtney can't recruit to save her life. So, recently, about 4 to 5 months ago, she's like, I'm not going to be live streaming anymore. See you on the flip side. And she's being all aloof, saying that she's doing this kind of attraction marketing. And then this morning, I get a little notification. Courtney Shortney just finished a live stream. And I said to myself, be still my beating heart. We got to do a live stream. Thank you. We got Scully. Here, I'll show y'all. I got all my ears pierced on the other side too. Oh, you can't see. I'll do top down. Mother trucker. Please hold. Sorry, I'm distracted. Oh, we have a caption. Hold on. Ah. You see Scully? No, you don't. There you go. There is captions, live captions. You go on Google Chrome, there's accessibility, and you can turn live captions on for me. It works a lot better than YouTube captioning for me to turn it on. You go to the 3 dots, and you can turn live captions on. So, if you need those, they're there. Anyways, so we're going to watch the live stream. I couldn't take out the pauses because for some reason her video's messed up. So we will maybe speed it up a smidge. Good to see everybody. I don't know why I look like gray, but that's okay. I don't know. Rip. All right.
Didn't do this. It's a great day to have a great day. Beautiful people. Yes, I am. But I totally forgot to fix my mascara. I forgot to fix my mascara. I was going to put my mascara on. I need to go back up and fix this. However, I wanted to go live.
Okay. All right.
Because this queen is about to leave.
Hi, guys.
And I would love for you to share with the people. You committed to Dare to Dream 2020.
How is the audio? Do I need to turn them up? Let me know. Oh. I'm doing... You see these bumps? They're like embroidery rosettes. I'm doing it around, and then these are going to be red. Then I'm doing evergreen all the way around. Yeah, it's, these are flat, and then these are flat, so, like, texture-wise. And then this one, my friend was on a show called... My friend was on a mining show. Her and her family have a turquoise mine. Her last name's Otson, and this is like from, she makes the jewelry, so I've had it since 2019. But none of these are like sensory issues. They all lay flat. So, anyways, but these ones are stainless steel, so I can sweat in them, and then these are so like they're not sensory. But, anyways, how's the audio? Jackie.
5 and 2026, and both of those experiences have been kind of crazy. And most people, they would probably say that like it doesn't necessarily make sense, or it doesn't make financial sense. Even in your position, you could have easily said that multiple times over. She could have easily said this time beforehand, oh, it's a sign from God, because why? What happened?
Oh, my flight got canceled or moved.
No, something they never ever do.
Right, never. So then I didn't have a flight. I had to move.
Well, no, wait. They moved her flight from Tuesday to Monday.
It was like, it was a test from God, universe, whatever you believe in. It's like, do you really want to show up? And I'm not going to lie to you, I had a lot of stuff going on at home that I didn't...
So many reasons that she needs to be home.
I need to be home. Yes. And I kept hearing, no, you need to go. And now that I've experienced this event...
For the second time,
I knew why I had to be here.
Oh, because she was at 2025. She knew she had to be at 2025.
No, it's just the feeling. And
you had so many reasons you needed to be home, but you went to this event. So, oh my God. What?
the soul awakening that I've gotten from this event is why I needed to be here.
We had a lot.
We had a lot.
Yeah.
And if I chose not to go, and I wouldn't be experiencing what I'm experiencing now, I know that for a fact. I would have just gone backwards and downwards. For sure.
Because if you...
At an event, go to therapy. Number one, Courtney, let her speak. Well, what's the point of asking her questions if you're not going to let her speak? Okay, Courtney does this every time, every leader. Events framed as life or death transformations. They do this every single time. Every single time. They do it every single time. Sorry, I'm just going to keep crafting.
You know that when you go to the event, you gain such an experience, and even committing to the event like you had, and then being presented with an opportunity to potentially miss part of the event, etc. In the past, would that have stopped you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a sign I shouldn't go.
And lose her shit and melt down city and not be able to calm herself down. Wow.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite.
I'm just checking for the taxi.
This might be hers. We were both looking. I had 3 minutes with her.
What's the last one?
And
no, it's not it.
Tell her your number.
6689.
Okay. Oh, of course it is. 6689.
That one was for me.
89.
Oh, it says 2 minutes.
89. Oh, is it? Okay.
It says 1 minute. But honestly, guys, get yourself to the event. Like, events change lives. It changed my life. Actually, the reason I'm still here and the reason I keep rapidly transforming is because I went to an event. And I keep going to events. And that's why you see the up level that I've had since 2022.
Because it really is a transformation that occurs. It's not like, oh my gosh, you can't miss this event. Oh my gosh, I need to go to an event. No, this is an entire experience, and it doesn't matter. You would never guess with our energy right now that we've had less than 10 hours of sleep over the last however many days or something.
Sleep deprivation, behavioral control, cult fucking tactic. If cussing offends you, then I'm not the channel for you. I'm sorry. Erin's a great channel. She doesn't cuss. Savannah doesn't cuss that much. Hannah Alonso doesn't cuss at all. Who else doesn't cuss? Lots of other people. You didn't cuss growing up, DC? I don't know. I'm figuring myself out. Unmasking is super weird. Look. Oh, yeah. Get ready. Get ready for what Courtney says about her and Josh. Get ready.
Like that, or maybe 12. She might have 12 hours. I don't know. You know, and so if you, when you think about getting to 2027, and you made a decision today.
I did.
And then, how fast did you take action? Have you taken action yet?
Immediately. Before the sentence was done, I already took action.
Yeah. You just gotta confirm it.
You know, last year, even from last year to this year, Dare to Dream, like, a high-level leader asked me, why was I here? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Events are important. And this year, I came in with such a different energy, because it's my soul mission and soul purpose to bring light to the world, and this is my vehicle to do this. So,
Okay, bye, I'm done. Keep going.
They all say that. It's not about the product. It's about bringing light to the world. It's not about the product. It's about sharing Jesus with the world. It's not about the product. It's about helping people. It should be about the product. You're selling ketones. If it's not about ketones, then what are you doing? If it's not about ketones, then what are you doing? What are you doing? I feel like 2026 is the perfect excuse to curse. Listen, I know, like, I don't do politics on my channel, but is there, like, room for me on one stream to, like, to neutrally rage about people behaving in an unethical way? I don't want to get into it now, but, like, in an unethical way towards vulnerable people in office, like with their interns, and then people knowing that it was unsafe for vulnerable people to be around those people in power for extended periods of time, and no one fucking said anything. Sorry. Back to Courtney. Welcome to the United States. Sorry about that. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm big emotions are here.
So now it's so much more mission driven to help people, to serve people, and it's like, you know, network
But how
marketing.
did you get there? You didn't have belief before. Where did you get it?
Brainwashing, Courtney.
I never gave up working on myself.
She got around the people who believed in her.
Yes, that too.
Courtney, you're not listening. You're not listening, Courtney. I came for the cult call-outs and stayed for the swearing. I'm glad. You. Life is messy, curse often. I love that. My job is absolutely about the outputs we create as a team, not touching people. Imagine someone is trying to sell you pizza, and to convince you to buy it, they start telling you about how it's revolutionary Jesus pizza that brings life to light. Ridiculous. Yep.
If, like,
That's true.
there were so many points where she just stood there and just listened.
You listened.
She didn't know why. She just stood there and listened. And she absorbed, and she absorbed, and then she listened, and then she started to ask questions. And then she started to ask better questions.
Right.
And then every time it doesn't make sense, she knows that's exactly why she has to do it. And every time she's faced with a challenge now, she's no longer in a panic attack, anxiety. She told me the story one time. She would literally get anxious just doing what for a trip?
Packing.
Couldn't even, like, the plane.
Go, listen, gently, can I gently say this? I know we always scream this, and it probably sounds like super callous if you've never been to therapy. Gently I say this. Go to therapy. You're in a, you're working through these very, like, important things that need to be processed through with a licensed clinician, and you're doing it within a multi-level marketing group with sleep deprivation, with nutrition deprivation, hydration deprivation, and you're getting sucked into a high control group, it is a recipe for disaster. Oh, you're just a hater, DC. I am telling you right now, it's what is wrong with adding a therapist to your team? What's wrong with adding a therapist to your team? Stay with Courtney, add a therapist. What's wrong with adding a therapist to your toolbox? Huh? No, she's not making fun of her. They're on the same page, unfortunately.
Manning was probably anxious. And I looked at her and I laughed and I said, we would have never been friends like that.
Yeah.
And we laughed so hard because it's not that I don't love her or would not have seen her potential then, but when you choose the energy and you show up at that level, you cannot surround yourself with someone. Steve Harvey gets a call every single morning from his mentor, and what does he say? He calls him at 6 a.m. and says, come on, Steve, good morning, it's a good day, and immediately I'm thinking about me.
But where is he?
Is it a taxi?
Yeah.
Where's your pickup location?
Oh, remember he dropped us off over here?
There's taxis right there too, up there on the top of the hill. They parked at the top of the hill here.
Okay, we'll walk with you. Jen, I think it's up here. Right here, baby. Right here. Jen, what do you...
Right there.
It's close over.
There anyway. You can't even get up over
Either
here.
way.
We're good.
Yeah.
I
We're
mean-
good. We're just guiding you. Joshua, walk in front of us. Tell us what... 66, 89.
He's over here. Jen was right.
Jen was right. And I have to be able to say goodbye to her in just a moment. I don't remember exactly what we were saying because I wanted to make sure that she was able to get out. But
I don't remember exactly what we were saying. You don't remember exactly what she was saying either because you were talking over her, Courtney. It's interesting, good leaders should be able to listen, but Courtney doesn't. It's almost like she uses, in my opinion, she uses people as props to start the conversation. She doesn't listen. She just wants them as a placeholder so she can talk, but she doesn't say anything meaningful. Maybe I'm not saying anything meaningful either, but it doesn't... She's supposed to be a legend, a very, top, rank 10. Maybe she's not a legend yet, but she's rank 10 because she was stacked to greatness, in my opinion, by Brian Underwood. She doesn't have the qualities to be able to do that. She doesn't have the recruiting skills to be able to do that. Oh, what? When you choose the energy and we're all talking about anxiety, take all the seats, Courtney. Yep. Listening to you reading your comments helps me better understand normal American life. News are awful and your channel helps me feel better. Oh. I'm glad. 31 months? I really hope Courtney learns she's so much more than shilling products from an MLM company that aren't great, in my opinion. Yeah. And I think, we cover people, top pyramid performers, and it can be easy to think that I don't like people. I don't like behaviors. I hope that Courtney gets out. And I also really don't like some of the behaviors. I don't like some of the behaviors that she's done with her kids. And I'm not saying she has to be a perfect parent. I'm saying some of the things that she's done with her daughter, I think are super concerning. And she's the one that's shown those on the frickin' internet. I hope she gets out. I hope, and the thing is, when I was in, Predator and prey. You can be both in MLM. And you're taught to be a predator after you're caught. And it's twisty as hell. It really is. The leading questions, yes. The leading questions from Courtney, trying to prompt this person to say what Courtney wants her to say, drives me nuts. It's manipulative. She's trying to direct the conversation to get people to click in so they join her team. Let's go! We also have fully formed baby snark. I'm just a baby squirrel. I'm so glad you're here. Even if y'all aren't members, I love all the squirrels. And y'all are squirrels even if you're not a member. I mean, for me personally, I don't like anyone who harms the dogs as a person. If that's not a show of character, I don't... Exactly. I agree. I can want someone to change, and I can really not like behaviors. I think it's a super complex. And it's totally fine, like, for us to disagree super strongly about a lot of this. And I hope that y'all still want to be here if we, like, don't agree on big things. And y'all feel free to, like, leave if you need to if we don't agree on stuff. Lady Mitersaw! Hero!
Oh, yes.
Oh?
She made a decision to not be that version of herself, and it's been such a journey that to now, but to step into the calling of knowing that you bring light to the world, you're gonna be challenged. Like, you have to think that you're not worthy enough. You have to think that you have no light to give. You're gonna question every moment of it. And she did. I love you so much. Kiss, kiss. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I walk with you because I love you and I want to talk to you. And I'm very passionate about this topic. And I said, in order to know that you're being called to bring light to the world and to be a beacon of light, you will have challenges. You have to doubt that you even have light to give. You have to doubt that you even have light to give.
That too.
And you're questioning everything around you, because if you really want it that bad, how bad do you want it? How hard are you willing to show up? And
how is treating a dog like shit being a beacon of light? Allegedly. Yep. It's interesting when we were looking at cults are so twisty. They're so twisty. They're so freaking twisty. Broken Waffle said, I was watching a documentary on Netflix and it was saying that to lead a cult, you have to convince people your ideas are actually their own. Just putting that info out there. Yep. And I hope the more like we learn on the channel, the more information you have, the more like the better prepared you are to make informed decisions. That I'm not controlling you, just that you have more tools in your toolbox to engage more effectively. Nope, they're still friends, I think. I think they use each other, in my opinion. Did Courtney Shortney and Kelsey Ray break up? I think they use each other for clout. Why do this first where the person is on their way home if it's important for your work? I think she's like, oh, I'll just live stream. I don't think that she's very strategic. I don't.
tell you. I'm coming next.
Oh.
And if I could tell you anything, we're just saying bye, so I don't want you to start.
Okay.
Bye, babies.
I love you so much.
I love you.
I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. I know.
And we'll see each other very soon. Bye.
Can you FaceTime us when you get home? What time do you arrive?
9 p.m., which is like,
It's 4 in the morning or whatever.
I don't know. I probably won't FaceTime you.
No, that's late. I want to FaceTime with Katya. That's what I want. Love you. Okay. So, my next contestant. I'm just kidding.
Victim.
Actually, I was gonna say, my next celebration. Congratulations to Jennifer Lynn Ott. What? I know, I did it. I did it though. Jennifer Lynn.
Corey, is this too much?
Jennifer
Is
Lynn.
it like on story? Is it too much to write in that little box? No,
When-
is it just too much?
I don't think so. Show Jen. I don't think so.
when
Let me see again. Turn it.
Should I make it bigger?
Put it up here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you could also, if you change the font style,
Should I make it like that then and not crooked?
if you change, yeah, make it straight in the center, and then if you change the font, the black background won't be a big box. It'll just highlight the background of the words. Or you choose a thick font, and when you put it in the center and you stretch it, you can still read it without a background.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes even, dragging that up and
Oh, I didn't know
down.
you could do that.
Yeah, so then you automatically
Oh,
get...
just make it longer.
No. It makes it either, like, it either makes it, like, it can make it proportional, and then you can always decide where you want the sentence to cut off. You know what I mean? It looks really good, though. Or I use the one that's, like, strong, or I really like this font. Oh, open it again. When you use, where's the... Oh, it's... No, I want to show you. It's okay. This is good. They're learning. It's no big deal. There it is right here. Okay. So there's this one, squeeze. It makes it all capital, and then it's thicker, and then drag the thing again because it changes where the positioning is. Okay, Jen, I'll go this side. I'm sliding on these bricks. 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna get out of the sun because we're beaming in it.
I don't
sweating.
get sun up in the north. I kind of want to be in the sun. You stand in half shade.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I like. No.
Oh no, she's a shade person. She can only eat in the shade, remember? Courtney can only eat in the shade. If y'all missed that, was it her shaman? Someone told her that she could only digest food, or she could digest food the best in the shade. Hello! Good to see you. Yes, I normally don't stream at this point at this time, but I'm streaming at this time because long story, but I can't say right now. But so if you just came in, here's what's happening. Courtney and friends just finished a Prove It event. She's walking people to their Ubers and trying to have these transformational conversations. She's gonna be having one with her husband, and we may need some trigger warnings. But there's gonna be some red flags. They're gonna be blurring religion, personal healing, and business. There's gonna be some emotional trauma mining and public vulnerability. There's going to be that life or death transformational talking. I think it's going to happen more when she talks with her husband. Courtney's going to be co-opting therapy language, obviously without any safeguards because it's Courtney. And Courtney's going to be elevating the leaders as quasi-gurus because why not? It happens in MLMs everywhere. So if you think, oh, it's just Courtney. No. They do it in Mary Kay. They do it in Young Living. They do it in Optavia. They do it in, my mind's going blank. They do it in Pharmacy. They do it in, Make Wellness. Justin Prince.
No. I agree with you.
Hello? So... Yep. Oh, thumbs downer, what's up? MLM Frazer Brooks Dare to Dream event. Oh, thank you. I thought it was Prove It. I did not know, but thank you. Mama Son. It is MLM Frazer Brooks Dare to Dream event. Let me add that to the description. MLM. So I'm a little uncomfortable because I'm in pain. So if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Let's see. I forgot this was live for a minute. Yes, we are live. Hello. I so appreciate the help. MLM event. Perfect. Thank you. International event to train MLM with speakers and bullshit. Thank you. I did. So here's what I did do. I ran the video through Premiere Pro. I took the transcript and I did put that description in the videos. Oh shit. Oh. One second. My sister just got home, so we're good. All right, anyways. Yay! Congratulations, Sarah. If you have any more info for us, that would be awesome. So I have an auto downloader to grab a bunch of my content. So I don't really know a ton, but I just grab a bunch of content. So I just updated that. So we're good to go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank y'all for liking the stream. You know how I feel about odd numbers. Also, hello, bestie. We are on 37. I would love 38 because I don't love odd numbers, but that's just my autism.
We do need some D. It's fine. Okay. All right. So
Frazer Brooks. Probably Frazer Brooks. Good. I was like, yes, probably Frazer Brooks. Thank you. Save.
okay. So of what David said on stage, and when he told us about a feeling that he had never had before, and he described it to his wife.
For 17 years.
To his wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 17 years.
He was depressed for 17 years.
He described this feeling and had no idea what this feeling was, and he described it to his wife as they were walking. She said, "I'm pretty sure that's happiness." And he said it was just a glimmer, but I smiled. And I remember how that felt. And in that moment, I committed to creating that feeling for myself. And I forget how he worded it from that point. I'll tag him or I'll put him in the comments after the recording gets posted.
The intensity of focus in the room. The level of attention.
Because you're watching everything that he just taught you. And then you see him in a moment of true, pure, raw vulnerability. None of the education that he had given you mattered. It was the story. It was the cadence, everything. He didn't need hand gestures.
Nothing of what he taught you mattered. Nothing of what he taught you mattered? Thank you. What? welcome to Illyria. Where's... Is it this? No. Is it this? Yes.
Gold. Headmaster. So very pleased to meet you. So very, very pleased.
Hello, sir. Heard you wanted to see me.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I just wanted to have you in to say welcome.
Yay, welcome. Thank you so much, Marianne. And to that, we'll say... Well, I'm trying to find you a good Neil deGrasse Tyson one. Oh, hold on. I don't know if we can do We Are All in This Together. Here we go. I hope it's not too loud.
Raise your hand if you want to get rich.
Oh, perfect. Hold on.
Raise your hand if you want to get rich.
So, raise your hand if you want to get rich. Thank you, Marianne. Yes, I got Frazer. I think I spelled it wrong. I will fix it later. Frazer Brooks. Okay, I spelled it wrong. Hold on. I will fix it right now. Thank you. All right, it's fixed now. Thank you.
He didn't need all of these extra things. You were so drawn in and pulled in and invested in everything that he was sharing. And I'm thinking about that right now, because to know Jen, to meet Jen, you will judge her. You will shame yourself around her. It won't make sense to be around somebody when you think that you can't be that personality. And I've just watched this. Like, we've had so many conversations. This is someone who, if you think that you're unworthy, or you think that you're not enough, or you think... She hasn't just thought those things. She's heard them from multiple people so many times all her life.
Courtney? Courtney? You will judge her? When you meet Jen and you're around her, you will judge her? What? I'm glad you're here. What? Courtney is just... You're not a therapist. I'm not a therapist either. I try to point y'all to therapists, but there's some things that, like, you can say, that's a red flag. A red flag? You're, like, reinforcing someone's trauma. Why are we dumping other people's trauma? I'm sorry I'm yelling, but, like, yeah. All caps, welcome. Special dispensation for all caps in the chat. Emojis, welcome. Oh my god. I know you can't see this, but, like, the dark red's gonna make it pop. You can't really see the bumps yet. Oh my god, Courtney. This is the worst.
And just these different twists.
Oh, she's at the top. She's the top pyramid performer in this situation. She's the Jessie Lee of this Master downline. I need to get some Duplos.
And turns and all these things, and so people can look at her and hear her talk in moments, and they can either judge her, they can slow down and ask questions. And for some reason, the person who was next to her just ripped open a packet and poured it in and said, drink this. And then she said, oh, it's good. And then they said, here, give me that card, you're buying a pack. And she's like, I don't even know what's happening, what's going on. And from that moment, she decided, if I'm making this investment and paying this back, I'm going all in. And I don't know why, I don't know what that looked like, but this woman has not missed a single event. She's a single mom. She has one daughter who she's raising, and obviously that's important as a woman, right? You're raising a daughter. And I know there's so many layers to that, but you, a little over a year into that execution of a decision, was Dare to Dream.
Yeah.
And you didn't just do Dare to Dream, you made a commitment to do VIP, yeah?
Yes.
The first time, yes. So,
I was not missing out.
so, like, you're not that same version of yourself, so I might pull some things out of you as you're describing it, but from that Jen that was, I have no idea, I'm getting a kit, to being invited to her first event, which was weeks later, and she just couldn't make it happen because she runs her own business where her clients rely on her. She didn't have enough time. And then you went and did that to some friends, didn't you? Yeah. She invited people, they're like, I don't have time to make things work. Okay, so you share from that perspective of why. Like, why go to this experience so you have no clue what you're going to get the first time? Like, why?
Because when I went to my first company event, I was exposed to you and the entire organization like that you had around you, and that got me to keep going to company events. And then I got exposed through watching your mentorship, and just same thing that happened to me with the packet, like wanting that packet because of what this woman had, I saw in you outside of the packet. Like, you have the packet, but you also had another avenue of development that wasn't necessarily rightly attached to that packet.
Edify me, so I feel good. What about this is actual leadership? I'm confused. Courtney's using this as a selfish way to try to recruit people. I don't understand. So Courtney's actively telling everyone else's story for them while they stand next to her so she can get recruits. This isn't even helping other people get recruits. She's doing this for herself. This is 48 minutes of Courtney doing this as a way to get people to edify her, to show how great she is as a mentor, so that people can join her in her super downline. And apparently no one can speak for themselves because they're not selling the opportunity the right way, in my opinion. I don't drink the Kool-Aid. Also, I'm a big fan of the diamonds. I know, it looks super, like, granny, but, like, I can't help it. And it's gonna go right next to Melaleuca as an MLM. If you didn't know, Melaleuca is an MLM.
And you once she got in, she committed to showing up. So through showing up, through live calls, through listening to people speaking, then she found out who she should follow. She starts following, consuming, and she sees this energy that she wants, and then she listens to what they say to do.
Yeah.
And she was.
How much money is she making a month? How much money is she spending a month? How much is she losing per month? That's what I want to know. I don't care about her growth. If she's growing as a person, what's happening to her bank account, Courtney? I don't give a shit. I don't give a flying fuck.
Told you have to go to the event.
And
so she goes to her first one.
There's more than an organization, there's an industry. And so then this is like a collection of all the organizations.
Kind of like being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
It's so
it
wide.
was just the next level, the layer of like, okay, let's go deeper. What's going to, produce bigger transformation deeper. So then I remember my bingo moment was actually Leah Lockett's plane last year idea. So jumping off the cliff, not worrying about having a safety route, right? Building the airplane on the way down. It's just about.
She's a single mom taking care of a daughter. What do you mean building a plane on the way down? What do you mean building a plane on the way down? Here's the thing. Courtney's at the top. All these people building a plane on the way down are spending money, and all that commission is going into whose bank account? Oh yeah, Courtney Shortney's bank account. Courtney Alexandra Shepard's bank account. So Courtney gets to, quote unquote, encourage people. Sorry. Courtney gets to encourage people to build a plane on the way down, spending money to, like, be brave and bold and go for it, blah, 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 blah. Whose commission gets, I don't know, earned every time someone does that? Courtney Alexandra Shepard. Level 10. The person who allegedly can't recruit worth a grain of frickin' salt. That's not how good quality safe planes are built. That's for damn sure. Courtney is standing in front of a grocery store talking about gas prices. That's how much this makes sense. Dear God. Yeah, this is her. This is the live from 6 hours ago. I think. This is like the live from today. And she's going to talk about how this saved, this is something that saved her marriage. It's going to be wild. I mean, get ready.
Doing it, and then you're
That was
always
GoPro.
Reiterating.
Oh, you mean this event? I'm so sorry.
It was
Okay, yeah.
No,
She's not even listening.
Yeah, she had a training on it for this event, but I had talked to her and heard that when I asked her.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I
she
thought you
already
meant
had
from
that,
stage. Yes.
Yeah, idea.
Yes.
Planted in me last year, a year ago. So then,
Mother trucker.
And you were like, oh, that's what I do. She says, that's what I do. That's what I do. I do that.
but then you always are saying, hang on, it was there
Yep.
before we had the.
Sorry,
lid off,
yes,
but
yes.
Build the airplane on the way down. So you're saying it like in the same sense. It's about the decision you make, and the minute you make a decision, you just surrender to making the decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not worrying about once I make the decision, before you make the decision, like all those details.
Yeah.
Just let that go and just surrender.
She's not even listening. She wants to look at herself in the mirror. She's not even listening right now. They are back together now that no one is talking about her anymore. Yep. Has to build new, My dog's crying about something.
Oh, that I tell you, okay, you said yes. Your first step is buy the ticket.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen when you just make that choice, that first choice.
Because then once you make the commitment, the ripples.
So then I knew forever now, I'm coming to Dare to Dream. So then I come to this Dare to Dream, and it's just like, that mindset was, I can only get customers, I can't recruit, like I'm not there. And this mindset coming in is like, why don't you think you can't recruit? And then I just started to expand, yes, with why not me? And the number one thing I can tell you is every time I get into that room, there is enough vibrancy of energy that I absorb to take with me home longer than that 72 hours after that, party hangover weekend vibe high goes away, because these people, every single person in this room are people who tell you I can because they can. And when I go home, every single person that doesn't understand this part of it, the hard part of it, is an I can't so you can't. And this is something that I keep with me to be able to stand firm in my foundation and grounded in what we've learned and what I've absorbed in the last 2 years to stand against firm my foundation.
To stand against the people who had asked questions about what in the wide, wide world of cult. What in the wide, wide world of cult? 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 What in the wide, wide world of c are you learning in the groups and the multi-level marketing company and the events that you're going to? So you're not going to learn all bad things at these events. You're really not. The problem is when someone asks questions and you get defensive and we're immediately the enemies. How come we can't have a conversation? That's the issue. Yeah, one of the problems is Courtney wants to talk. Courtney really, really, really wants to talk. And when she can't, she stops listening. She really doesn't want to listen, in my opinion. That's just my opinion because this is a commentary channel. And it leads to really, really, really bad dialogue. Yes, please like the stream. We're at 48. We could get to 50. We are at ads every 12 minutes. If we get to 100 likes, I will move the ads to every 18 minutes.
Firmly against that. And it all ties together to that, you know, you see what you want to see.
So
you'll find things to stay or you'll find things to pull you away.
So it sounds like you're saying, like, you're not breaking promises to yourself.
Yes, I respect my boundaries that I've created and I respect myself. And
so was there a time whenever you did not stay committed to yourself, that you doubted your abilities to execute, or that you would say you would do something and then you wouldn't do it? Like, how did you ever do that? Yes or no?
There was a time, yes.
And how did you feel?
Horrible, awful, and everybody walked all over me because of it. I walked over myself, so why wouldn't they? But that confidence came because I made one decision, and then those actions kept producing more confidence. And I'm at the point,
One decision.
Yeah.
Learn it, do it. Learn it, do it. Learn it, do it. Why not you? Why not now?
Right? Why not now? Yeah. And then I lost that.
I saw.
Yeah.
I felt
it was a good one, but it's okay.
Because you said it's the action, it's the one decision that you're making, and then that's
the confidence about it. So I built the confidence over time to the point where now I did borrow belief from the people that believed in me first, and I fully, truly, wholeheartedly believe in me, and got so much clarity for the future of the industry, whereas we normally get clarity for the future of our organization, right? That I know that I belong here, and I want to help projectile that future for other people, so I can ripple that into people now. As before, I was just taking it for myself. Now I'm giving. I'm learning contribution. Like, you deserve to be here too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Because it's like we need to be selfish. Go ahead.
So the thing about that is really strange to me is I still sometimes in this setting, I'm going to be transparent, I still sometimes feel out of place. Like, I almost forgot that I was confident, because back home people come to me and look up to me, and I have things I can share with the person I used to be, and there's a lot of used to be's left back home, and here it's who I want to be. So now I'm stepping into a place where I'm the one who's not, oh sure.
You can't be the coolest person in the room. You can't be the smartest person in the room.
So I'm learning how to.
If you are, you're in the wrong room.
In the wrong room.
Yeah. So it doesn't.
What do you mean you're in the wrong room? What are you talking about? You can't be the coolest person in the room. You can't be the smartest person in the room, or you're in the wrong room? What are you even thinking like that? What are you thinking like that for? Can someone explain that to me? You're going and interacting with people with that initial thought of, I'm either the smartest or the coolest person. That's your, like, forward-facing perspective when you interact with someone. That's such a mind meld. Like, not a mind meld. That's just, like, that breaks my brain. She's programmed her to say what she wants her. What? What? Hello? Dear God. That's just bizarre to me. That's just bizarre.
Stop. Like, you don't just get confidence. You continually pour into your confidence. So I just love that. I love that this is the term or the definition of step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
The nearest
every
dog.
time you do that,
Yes.
You become a different version of yourself.
And my results for what's happening right now are for the choices I made last year at this event.
Also, personally, when you're in a room, shouldn't you be thinking about having fun or learning from the people around you, or to find the nearest dog? Who thinks I'm not the coolest? Yeah, good point. Oh my god. Ah! These are so hard to do. I probably shouldn't be doing these. She's bored because she's not the center of attention. Oh, that's just my opinion. My bad. I'm so mean. There's a saying that you should never be the smartest person in the room, meaning you should surround yourself with people you can learn from. Okay, that makes sense. Let's talk about that. I just don't think you should drop people if they're not intellectually stimulating. I just wouldn't. I don't know. I guess I don't have enough friends to think like, that's just a mind boggle to me to drop people. I don't have enough people to drop. I've got Jessica. And I've got Erin and Savannah. And Lynn. And live chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure. But people I actually text, when I remember to text, I text, you know, Kate. And Jessica, when I am not being in, like, I'm not a good texter, right? Like Charlene, Lynn, and Jessica and I have a live chat, and I'm a shitty texter. And I text Erin. And you know what I mean? Like, it's a self-helpy thing. I like being around smart people. I like having debates. I like critically thinking. I like being pushed to think about things differently. Live chat does that for me, for sure. I am just mind boggled about the idea that I would drop people. Oh, it's just mind boggling that I would drop people. I hang out with my dog. Same. Something about this feels slimy. Personally, I don't give a shit if I learn from someone. I care if they're kind, nice, funny. If our values align, not what can I learn from you. I think I resonate with this, and this is kind of what I was trying to say. I'm so jealous. I love that for you. Just because someone isn't smart doesn't mean you shouldn't have them around you. You should always try to stimulate your brain when you can. Different friends for different things, I suppose. Yeah, I think it's like someone's character is meaningful. Like empathy. Like big feelings, like core values. Like loyalty and justice and fairness and like thinking about those, like looking at the world from those perspectives too, like asking questions, debate, think like different worldviews. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can't even fathom what's next year.
So here's my husband, Joshua. You guys have been dying to see him on live video, I'm sure. And yes, I didn't mean to just cut off. That was so rude of me. 1 second.
Sure was rude of you. You didn't even say sorry. She's like, sure was rude of you. Sorry about that. You have anything left to say? Sorry about that. Do you have anything left to say? She's not sorry. She's just gonna do what she's gonna do.
And that's actually not how I want to end that. My bad. Come back.
Oh,
So,
good.
I am
Good for you. Good for you, Courtney. I take back my rage. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
so you can get into Joshua. I am so extremely grateful because here's the thing. Being here by myself is doing it for me. But being able to watch Anna and Jen and now even Joshua, right? Like being able to watch their experience, watch their commitment, watch them make a decision and then they're going to execute on it. And now we're a pod of people who are holding each other accountable and those of you who are on virtual with us. You know what I mean? And I know my buy-in is so much bigger. And listening to them say at a certain point it's just about, yes, at one point it's for you, but don't just show up for you. Show up for you to pour into you so that you can pass that on to other people because it's just like you were saying, firm foundation. Well, that is discipleship. When you learn something and you don't pour it into somebody else, you will have it taken away from you. That's just how it works. Okay, so thank you.
You'll have it taken away from you? If you're not discipling someone, you're just not discipling someone.
Jen. I love you so much. She's not the same version ever. And actually, bringing him in, wouldn't you say that the way that Jen, you could put your head in here, sorry, to have your face on, wouldn't you say that from the moment that you met her, listen, Jen's energy's a lot. You know why I can say that? My energy's a lot. You know why I can say that people judge her and say things about her is because that's happened to me too. People think my heart's not.
I can say shitty things about her because shitty things have been said about me. How is that? Tu quoque fallacy? Stop it.
Pure. People will listen to my words and not ask me questions and they will take me the wrong way, and that's what happens to her. That's what happens to him. That's what happens to all of us, okay? So I can see that in her, and so we've laughed and we've joked, and I can say this to Jen and Joshua, us three with and Anna. We've all had these conversations. So, you know, there's been times when we're like, Jen,
totally
come on,
does.
Jen, right?
That's what just crossed my mind, Jessica. Is she setting up Jen and Joshua? That's what this looks like.
But we never
Say that to them like that.
but we never in those moments
Michelle!
kept it to ourselves. It was always that she said, no, like, I want to learn, I want to grow, and I listened to that, and then I took that. So, like, isn't it crazy to watch her in the compression of time? I don't think, like, she wouldn't have done that without, I mean, you met her, what, a year ago, a year and a half ago? When?
I don't
August?
even know. Your first house?
No.
Is it my first house?
August?
When we were on the trampoline, when was that?
That was the first time you met her?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Oh.
Oh, I just felt like I knew you then. See, my brother.
October? September? September.
Yeah, I guess so.
You came last minute, so he actually got a lot of time with her. He had seen her and then met her. So
This is weird. This is so weird. The energy is weird. Can someone explain what... Jessica? Help. What is going on? Why does it matter? Why does this matter? Why does this matter?
even from September, then you saw her again in December?
Yes.
October, November, you didn't come?
We went to events.
November.
October.
And then October we were
Oh,
virtual.
July. Okay.
We were in July, and then you met in July. You met in July in Dallas, and then she came to our house. So he had more intimate time with her, and then like
He had more intimate time with her? What is...
one-on-one.
What? Courtney! 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 Help! Courtney! Jessica? Live chat? What have I done? What have I done, live chat? Live chat? I'll just hit my hand myself. Timeout. I'm just gonna put myself in timeout. Just put myself in timeout. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch. Fiddler on the roof. My God. Oh my God. Julio, fuckery is afoot. Let me tell you what happened. There was an event that Courtney went to. Courtney hasn't been going live. She's been doing this attraction of recruit thing. And this was a something dream event. And she and her husband are back together, but there's this very awkward energy moment. And Courtney has been doing this walk with people to their Ubers and talk over people. What did you learn from the event situation? And she's talking with this lady named Jen, who's a single mom, and she's has an awkward energy situation with her husband and Jen. And it's getting more and more awkward by the second. The weird thing is about this event, we're about... she's about... We're about to get into the emotional twisty, extra twisty stuff. Other than saying that they just... I'll rewind it. Can I go 24-22? Here we go.
Conversations. So, you know, there's been times when we're like, Jen, come on, Jen, right? But we never
say that to them like that.
but we never in those moments kept it to ourselves. It was always that she said, no, like, I want to learn, I want to grow, and I listened to that, and then I took that. So, like, isn't it crazy to watch her in the compression of time? I don't think, like, she wouldn't have done that without, I mean, you met her, what, a year and a half ago? When?
I don't
August?
even know. Your first house?
No.
Is it? My first house?
August?
When we were on the trampoline, when was that?
That was the first time you met her?
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Oh. I just felt like I knew you then. See? My brother.
October? September? September.
Yeah, I guess so.
You came last minute, so he actually got a lot of time with her. He had seen her and then met her. So even from September, then you saw her again in December?
Yes.
October, November, you didn't come?
We went to events.
November.
October.
And then October we were virtual.
July. Okay.
We were in July, and then you met in July. You met in July in Dallas, and then she came to our house. So he had more intimate time with her, and then like one-on-one, more smaller group, actually getting to know people. Then
different choice of words. Please hold. I just need to rebraid my hair. I just need to anxiously rebraid my hair. Please hold. I just need to anxiously rebraid my hair because, oh my God. What is happening? Why are the lights not sparkling? Save. There we go.
it was September, she came last minute with her daughter. So we got to meet Riley as well. Then December comes again. Then That was it.
January.
Yes. You did come in January. You
We
did
brought
it
Riley.
again. We
We
brought Riley
celebrated
again.
birthdays.
So then every time you see her, she changes. Yes. And I know.
Josh, every time you see her, she changes again. Don't you agree? What, Josh? Why does it matter what Josh thinks? I think she's. Can I give you? Can I give you a weird like? Can I give you a weird Can someone tell me I'm off base? They just got back together, okay? Ish. Do you think that it is a test that Courtney's giving him that you to see how committed he is to her by talking about how often this person that Courtney sees as like beautiful and put together and like speaks well and has good energy and is single and blah blah blah, and that like how much he notices her and like does he notice her energy and does he notice her changes and does he notice blah blah blah, and how he responds to that. Do you think that it's a test from Courtney for Josh to see like how committed he is to getting back together with Courtney? Hi, Maya. Fuckery's afoot. Like, yeah, is it a trap? That's my question. All my weird questions to say, do you think it's a trap? I don't know if Courtney's manipulative enough. Like, do we think that she's emotionally agile enough? Do we think that there's enough emotional complexity there for her to trap him like that? Because it's strange, right? I don't know. It's just strange. Because, like, so far, these events are framed as kind of a central vehicle for salvation, growth, and they're about to talk about it. She's about to talk about how events like this saved her and Josh's marriage, and we're going to hear about it. And we'll wait to talk about that, but trigger warning coming up, okay? Trigger warning for personal trauma, childhood trauma, not like things that happen necessarily, but being told not to cry as a child, emotional neglect, being told to become the asshole, lack of unconditional love, shaming him for crying, stuff like that. So, just a heads up, that's coming up. All right?
For a fact, that's because of events. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do in that for that.
And we know this is duplicatable because the things that, I mean, I still come to her, but the things that I would like desperately need her help to figure out for me, I can now handle on my own with the system she was using on me. Now I'm using it on myself and helping others do the same.
So true.
Yeah.
As long as you're willing to like ask the questions, why are you doing what you're doing, and then how are you doing it, and then you start picking up on the cues automatically because you're absorbing it and you're doing it and you're absorbing it and you're doing it. So that brings me to Joshua because, as you know, if you paid attention, I should say, not as you know, By the way, hi, welcome if you're brand new. Joshua and I have been met in, well, we won't talk about when we met, but we got together, basically, became inseparable, February 14th, 2015. And that's 11 years ago. And in September of 2023, we lost our best friend, Jesse Lee. And in September of 2024, we separated. And in December, he moves out officially. And never, of 2024. And has his own place January 1st, 2025. And so...
Oh, sorry. Oh, let me rewind it.
You know, we never stopped.
Sorry about that. Let me rewind it. Resume. This is wrong. My bad. That was my bad. Ooh. Messed up. Rip. Oh my god. Ignore. Open with media. My bad. Please hold. Rip. Force quit. Force quit. Oh god. I think I have a corrupted file. Hold on. Sorry. Save. Save. Okay. Okay. It's playing.
We never stopped focusing on...
There we go. Got it. Okay. Sorry about that. So they were intimate, then they were absorbing. Courtney, you need to stop right now. Okay, so I'm going to rewind it a little bit. Sorry about that. Thank you for doing that. I know I do that a lot. Here we go.
2015. And that's 11 years ago. And in September of 2023, we lost our best friend, Jesse Lee. And in September of 2024, we separated. And in December, he moves out officially. And never... Of 2024. And has his own place January 1st, 2025.
How'd the fifth graders do?
And so, you know, we never stopped focusing on our kids or prioritizing our children and their growth, but he didn't get to come to events all the time because he still prioritized my growth over his. There were a couple events that he got to go to. He had 2 experiences, just solo experiences, which
Cool. I like that.
which once you went to your first event, like all of the things that Jen said, like he would repeat, but being able to take your first solo trip, like what was that like for you? Uncomfortable.
Was Italy, right?
Yeah, and it was uncomfortable.
I was extremely uncomfortable, yeah. It was fun though. I ended up having a lot of fun. Having a lot of stuff.
No, it was Japan.
Oh, well, we were still together when we went to Japan though.
But that was your first solo trip.
Yeah, that was my first solo trip.
And you grew so much from that experience of just being able to be, like, fly across the world. He's flown in a longer flight than I have, you know, like, travel. It's far. It's far. And he grew exponentially, and then he had a Italy event that he flew to by himself without me, and then...
She's treating him like a child. He's a grown adult. He flew without me. He went without me. He flew, like... He can fly without you. What is going on here? He's in his mid-30s. What do I know? What do I know? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, man. She doesn't even let him answer. She asked how he felt before he could say anything. She told him it was uncomfortable. Let him speak. Oh no, you didn't feel that way. That's so, like, invalidating. No, you didn't feel that way. You felt this way.
And we were separated, and then I go to Dare to Dream, and he doesn't get to go. And we love Frazer. He's family to us, and I know that that wasn't easy for him to not go. And so that feeling of not going, and he doesn't have to share that part, but then what was it like coming here and experiencing it? I mean, I know it was better than you pictured it, but what do you feel like is your big takeaway being able to show up here, or like that transformation that you're feeling most, or whatever you want to share with them that's on your heart?
Biggest takeaway.
Bingo moment.
Hang on. Time out.
He's pulling it out because he's thinking about all the things that I'm saying, and we've learned through our communication that his brain doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
His brain doesn't work like that. So, like, he has to go get his notes because, like, his brain is inferior to mine. Ha ha ha. Courtney. Hi, Aaron. His poor little brain, he has to, like, take notes and, like, be cohesive. But my brain's, like, so much better than his. She's so condescending. My God. Ugh. At least he took notes. You are not Oprah. You aren't even Tyra. Ooh, burn.
So I'm trying to give him a little bit more, but then he wants, to be able to.
I'm trying to, like, help him, but, like, he just wants to answer the questions that I asked him. No shit. She's treating him like a child. He flew to Italy by himself, like, without me. He's in his late 30s. He can figure out how to go to the airport and, like, fly to another country by himself.
So my bingo moment?
Whatever you want to say.
So I have a bunch of bingo moments actually.
David was awesome too.
Yeah.
And
So like one of the biggest ones, there's two real big ones. I'll do this one, alright? So when you break, you can take all the pieces to build something more.
okay, what's so cool about that is that my bingo moments are not going to be anything like his. I didn't know what he wrote. I haven't looked in his book or anything.
I haven't corrected and guided his narrative, so we're on different pages, but I'm proud that he paid attention, and I'm just glad he came to the event with me. Oh wait, she didn't say that yet.
Like that.
I don't know where they are. They're at Frazer Brooks. Wait, where is this? She went live, and I was just like, we're going live. Hold on. It's the... Where are we? Google Chrome. They're at the Frazer Brooks Dare to Dream event. I spelled his name wrong. Vienna? Uh-oh. Thanks, Aaron. It's in Vienna? Austria? It's in Austria? Oh, no, that's in 2027. Hold on. What year is it? 2026? Barcelona, Spain? What? Thank you. They're in Barcelona? So the first ticket was $7.99. The next good ticket is $1,799. The third good ticket is $2,799. All right, let's look at this bad boy. Hold on. Let's see if I can maneuver my own computer. Reaction. Look at this. You get a cruise. Well, this is for Vienna. Hold on. It keeps opening to Vienna. Where the flippity flop? I keep opening it. I'm sure it's the same. This is in Vienna, but it said Barcelona. I clicked on Barcelona. See, starts in... I for sure clicked on Barcelona. I just flew back from Istanbul, Turkey last night. $1,000. Yay! Barcelona, Spain. Okay, here we go. Oh! Let's mute this because I don't want to get copyright.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. I see you in Dare to Dream in Barcelona.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get copyright struck. Sorry, I just want to see the video. I just can't afford to get copyright struck. Yay, cult. Yay, emotions. Yay, community. Yay, expensive. Yay, learning how to be a leader and go without sleep and go without food. Yay, pyramid schemes. Yay, energy. Yay, hugs. Yay, overstimulation. Yay, touchy-feely. Yay, spend money. Yay, flashing lights. My worst nightmare. Yay, Frazer Brooks. Yay. Edification. Yay, tears. Yay. Cult, 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 cult. Oh wait, that's not what they said. My bad. Okay. So where are we going? Dare to Dream, Barcelona, Spain. Not Milan. Not Dubrovnik. Not Stockholm. Not Paris. Or Budapest. Dubai. Not Dubai. London? No. We are going to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stop, Siri. 1, 0. Spain. Okay. How much are these? Oh yeah, sold out. I'm sure it's expensive. All right, we got it. Anyways, expensive. Right? Right. Happy New Year. Oh wait, no. All right, let's keep going.
But if it weren't for events, we wouldn't be back together. I mean, if it weren't for God, I will tell you that. Like, holy, like, I can't even say that
First
the
events.
First, because
First events, then, oh shit, actually God. But first, actually events. First events. What in the cult? Here we go. Hold on. Wait. Blurring religion, personal healing, and the business. There's a strong intertwining of God, events, and their relationship story about to happen. But if it weren't for God, we wouldn't be back together. Followed quickly by coming to these events as the mechanism. They talk about God providing an outline to follow for ourselves without needing someone else. But the story keeps looping back to events, leaders, and the community as the real frame of change. And the red flags, my notes. We love them, we hate them. Spiritual language is fused with the business environment, making the MLM feel like a divinely aligned path rather than a commercial opportunity. And it's supposed to be a commercial opportunity. They keep saying, oh, I'm going to give light to the world. It's a vehicle, it's not a product. Stop. This fusion can create spiritual pressure. Leaving the MLM can feel like leaving what God used to save your marriage or stepping out of God's plan. And that can really fuck up your mind. I'm telling you right now. It also subtly discredits alternative support, licensed therapy, secular resources, while elevating internal figures, leaders, events, quote unquote, the word as they interpret it as the main guide. So, let's go.
it's not true. I went to events all the time, and it still didn't happen. But we were growing, and we were understanding that level, right? But we still couldn't figure out that communication. And through God, we were able to really actually have an outline to follow for ourselves without needing someone else. We just have the word. So being able to come to this event together.
And I mean, like that, what I just read, like really is like what happened with us.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Which I just put together myself.
Oh, you didn't realize that's why
I didn't realize like that when I wrote it.
Because I'll read mine really quick.
But it's something more beautiful now. For me, it was never like I wasn't never gonna stop.
This is so twisty though. Like, this literally, this fucked me up so much when I left Young Living, because I grew up Christian. I don't know what I am. When I left Young Living, it was so like, everything was so intertwined with like religion and Young Living, and all my uplines were like, this is my like calling to spread the word and like love people and blah blah blah. And I was like, I left and I was like, well, I don't know. I must, I fucked up. And so all of the manipulation and all of the everything from Mary Kay to Young Living, and then all the things that happened with my uplines and them forging my signature and blah blah blah, it just wrecked my brain, and if something falls apart with these two because they put so much on the events fixing their marriage, it's going to implode because they've tied all this stuff with their marriage being fixed to events and leaders and all of this stuff, in my opinion. Kelsey Ray literally said part of it was going to events together and then went, but mainly God. Asterisk. Whoops. As an atheist, this is so nonsensical to me. What do you mean a divine being allegedly helped you specifically make up with your spouse? It's difficult to explain. It's difficult to explain. Yeah, I think that she and Kelsey are kind of close, but I think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I could be way wrong. I could be very wrong. I cannot see inside Courtney's head, or Josh's head, or Kelsey Ray's head, or Eric's head, right? I've seen Courtney and I've seen Kelsey live stream together, right? They are very competitive, right? They come across as competitive. It seems like they're very interested in looking at one another's life. It seems like they focusing on one another's life. Courtney, maybe she was already working on getting back together with Josh. I don't know. But seeing Kelsey Ray and Eric get back together, get engaged, all this stuff, maybe that prompted Courtney to work harder on getting back together with Josh because of the competition or the hyper focusing on one another's life. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just me looking as a third party from the outside in, from all the content they post on the internet and how they seem to interact with one another. And I'm not, and yes, Broken Waffles, exactly. I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's experience. I genuinely do not understand. I'm trying my best to. So, here's my best way I can explain it. Christians believe that there's God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. 3. Holy Spirit, invisible, Jesus, fully God, fully man, died on the cross, rose again, is in heaven. And then God. Doesn't have a body, from what I understand. And Holy Spirit you have with you when you accept Christ as your Lord and Savior. If I get this wrong, chat, please correct. And I'm trying to be as respectful and correct as I can. When you accept Christ and all of those things, repent of your sins, you have, and you, whatever, invite the Holy Spirit in, you have that some people call it still small voice. People who don't believe maybe would liken it to a conscience. People who do believe feel like they have a conscience and they have the Holy Spirit, who is a independent who is the independent spirit, like encouraging, instructing, right. A long debated concept. This is just from my understanding from my denomination. Yeah, and there's different, exactly, sorry. My understanding from what I grew up, there's different. So, Courtney's probably more, because she's in Texas, what I'm trying to probably explain it more like Courtney understands it. So, she's probably been praying and reading the Bible and feeling or letting the Holy Spirit lead her in behavior / whatever to work on things with Josh. I hope that I did the best I could. The Spirit is always with you, but is in you when you accept Christ. Yes, that's a better way to say it. That's a better way to say it. The Spirit is always with you, but is in you when you accept Jesus, is what I was taught. That's a better way to say it. I get nervous when I talk. Where I get lost is thinking how God helped a relationship. Why would this God help you and not someone else? How do you know it was God and not something else? And you also blaming God for the bad things. That's a difficult topic, I think, and I'm not probably a good person to ask about that because it is a point of contention that I have. I'd have to think about it. If you don't mind, I'm going to take a screenshot, and if you don't mind, I'm going to think about it and maybe try to answer it on another live, or maybe answer it at another time. It's a difficult, I think it's a difficult thing to answer. Sometimes you can only blame the actions of someone for the bad things. And that's a good point too. So. Hello! Jill!
Hopefully the best. Put all my faith in God. I focused on myself. I couldn't focus on her. I couldn't even be mad at her for the things that she failed to do in like our relationship before. Like I couldn't focus on any of that because it doesn't help me, really.
Because he wouldn't want. Here's why. Because he doesn't want me to focus on his failures.
Right.
If he's asking me to do something, he was reflecting on, am I doing that too? And it doesn't matter how broken these pieces are, because through that journey of no longer, he was pouring everything into us, especially the last 6 years, 7 years now. He poured everything into all of us. And by coming to these events, it's not really the event. It's the conversations that happen in between. We had a woman who can't even speak English that came up to us and stopped us and said,
Her and her husband cried when they seen us on the TV together because we reminded them of them.
she was like, we're just so connected. And we love each other so much. She's like, and the way that he cares for you. I felt that when I saw you two together on the video inside of the room, because the camera was on us, we didn't really know.
Bye, Jennifer.
And we never had that before. We're so connected. That's why we're here right now. We're so connected. But
What's it called? Like everything, when I grew up, everything like consequence, right?
Oh my god, a wind tunnel. Ugh, get a freaking microphone.
What's that called? Regulation.
yeah, back up a little
What's it
bit.
called? Regulation.
Oh,
Talk
like
about
the
relationship,
keep going, and I'll figure out the word for you. Like what's happening in the moment.
like holding things against you or doing something because you did something. Or you maybe
Withholding.
Withholding, yeah, with like
Unconditional, that's the word. you're looking for.
Unconditional, yeah, I guess kind of like it's unconditional.
Sorry, that was
like growing up, like everything.
Had conditions attached
Conditions.
to it.
I wasn't loved unconditionally. I mean, they can say what they want. That's cool. I was there too, though. But there's three sides to every story, right? I have mine, they have theirs, and then there's the truth.
And then you learn it.
No, your story's absolutely valid, though. I mean, as a child, your trauma 100% valid. Let's just can we just say for a second, like, your trauma as a child is I'm feeling anxiety in my chest right now.
It's rippled, right? Like
But it's rippled,
they never
and,
felt unconditional love
like
either.
my mom would tell me a lot, like, I have to love you, but I don't have to like you. And I remember being a kid and just being devastated. I'd cry, like right in front of her face, I'd cry. And like, she was just, there was nothing there. And she's like, I'm mad at you. I don't want to be around you. And then later maybe she'd come and say, I do love you. And it's like, but do you? Because when you keep telling somebody that, you lose the...
That's absolutely awful to tell your child that. I don't even know what to say.
trust in that person, and I did that because like I didn't know how to love. So that was one thing I learned through the separation, was that I had to learn to love myself so that I could love her, because I didn't love her the way she did.
I'm sorry, Marie.
He even told me I've never been loved unconditionally. And then he came back to me and told me later when he wasn't mad. Or he wasn't upset, because he wasn't really mad at me, but maybe it was. Slightly.
Yes, so good point. The thing that we're the reason we're listening to this is that this is very common talks that happen at MLM events. This is not just Courtney and Josh. This has happened at Mary Kay events. This has happened at my Mary Kay events. This happens at so many MLM events, and obviously sharing trauma isn't inherently bad, red flags happen because trauma being processed inside an MLM, it's not appropriate. It needs to be processed in a clinical or therapeutic setting. It just does. This is not the setting for it. This is not the setting for it. Sorry, I know. The picture disappeared. This is not the setting for it. Sorry. And the vulnerability that they're showing becomes content and social proof for the business. Look at how broken we were, and look at how events in this community fixed us. And that's the issue. That's the issue. They're using their trauma to sell the opportunity, and that is the manipulation. That's the fuckery. I'm glad that they're back together if they want to be back together. This should not be happening in a business setting. I think, and I'm dead serious, and you can disagree with me all day long, and maybe a psychologist is gonna comment in the chat and say, DC, you're way off base. This is your opinion, but like, you're not a psychologist, and I'm totally fine being wrong. Because this is me reading on the internet going, I'm doing the best I can with like me reading and trying to figure Courtney out. But I think, and I don't say this lightly because I don't think everything's trauma bonding. I really don't. I think that this is absolutely, in my opinion, classic trauma bonding as a retention strategy. People associate their deepest feelings with the group, making it much harder to leave without feeling like they're abandoning their healing. We see it all the time. Optavia, Make Wellness, Nueva, they all came together after Dare crashed and burned. They're so tightly wound together. This is so freaking twisty.
You know, he was questioning it. Well, we didn't anticipate on doing that about this.
This became a law.
Oh, my bad. Anyway.
We can talk more later.
So, I think it's so cool. I thought about this last night. I was like, oh yeah, we're probably gonna do that soon, and then I didn't plan to do
I
this.
do have a podcast too. We can do it all night too.
Yeah.
I will say I really do like Courtney's sweater. I think it would look good if it was a little bit shorter on her because she's so petite, but I really like it.
Well, that's, I guess, the way to step right back in, huh?
That was another thing I did too. I mean, it's like a lot of episodes where I did start podcasts.
We started a lot. He wrote a book, you guys. He wrote a book, okay? He wrote a children's book. Congratulations to Joshua, please. Thank you. Wrote songs.
Books, I wrote.
I gotta tell you this. I never really threw this in his face ever. Like, and maybe he would remember once or twice that maybe I brought it up. And I joked about it, right? But I never was mean to him about it. He never wrote to me.
Oh, letters?
He never wrote his feelings to me.
I'm gonna trash him on a live stream. Courtney. Ugh. I'm not being the center of attention right now, so I'm just gonna step right up to it. Courtney!
I didn't.
I had a hard time sharing my feelings because I tell you, I was in 9th grade and I got broke up with this girl, and it wasn't just a breakup, right? She cheated on me in school. She kissed some dude at the locker. My friend Sandy came and told me I was right? Whatever, young love. Like, we didn't even date that long. It was like a couple months in, like, whatever. But I cried about it, right? I was in my room. I'm in my room, my safe place, right? That's my safe place. My door's closed. I'm not bothering nobody. And my stepdad come barging in, and he told me, like, he said something, but basically the gist of it was, I better never see you cry over a girl again.
Oh my God. I cannot believe his stepdad said that. Dude, for the love of sanity, as gently as I can say this, I know that y'all hate anti-MLM. Please, please, please go to therapy, and please put your kids in therapy. Please go to therapy.
Okay. And that's stuck with me for however many years. Like, whatever.
And you were told you cannot be a nice guy.
Oh, my mom would tell me all the time, don't be the nice guy, because the nice guys never get the girl. You have to learn to become the asshole, because that's what girls want. So I literally had to, I spent years transforming myself
Into somebody you were.
into somebody that I wasn't. And then, like, to transfer back is really hard. You basically have to break it all down and start all over. I had to raise myself all over again. Just like I'm raising my kids, you know? Like, that's really how I'm growing up with my kids. Like, it's weird. I laugh at the kids a lot of times, you know? I'm like, Daddy's not always perfect. Like, Daddy's on it too.
And they appreciate that so much more than just, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure this moment out too, because I don't know how to handle it, because
And we use our emotions.
And I don't do that. I'm not going to hit my kids. Like,
we use our emotions that they are feeling through what we are putting onto them. We explain what's happening to us and connect it to what they feel in different moments too. And then that helps them understand as well. But I wanted to just say before we go, one of the most powerful things from events is that everybody's perspective is completely different.
I just want to say before we go, there's 12 minutes left.
And so you heard Joshua saying, like, it doesn't matter how broken the pieces are. It just.
And let me say one more time, when we say go to therapy, we do not mean it as an insult or a jab. We're being genuine. Therapy can be life-changing. Please get off the internet. Therapy saved my life. I'm not saying go to therapy as a joke, as a jab, as a, oh my God, go to therapy, like, ugh. I'm saying, like, trigger warning, unaliving. 2024, I checked into, y'all don't remember, September 2024, I was in a psychiatric facility because I was going to make a permanent decision to not be here anymore. So I checked into a psychiatric hospital, and I was there for I was there for a long time. Okay? And then I was in outpatient, and then I went to partial hospitalization because I had a setback. But I was in therapy first, and because I had the tools from my psychologist, and before that I had gotten diagnosed with autism, but when I went into the psychiatric hospital, I got diagnosed with bipolar 2. The reason that I was able to basically, like, I don't know if you've ever been on, like, when you imagine yourself on a cliff, if you've ever done that, and your little fingers are, like, barely holding on. That's what it felt like, but, like, I had already been in therapy, and it was just a little bit of a, instead of that permanent little decision, called my therapist, and instead of, like, permanent decision, my parents took me to a psychiatric hospital. What I'm saying is, you deserve to be healthy and have healthy tools to be the best parent that you can be for your kids, but even more so, to preserve and promote your emotional well-being for yourself, to take care of yourself first. You too, Courtney. I'd rather, like, I don't say, therapy is not me being mean. Therapy is a gift. Therapy is a life-saving deal, and it can absolutely change the course of family dynamics and communication and health and, like, so many different things. Absolutely it can. Therapy is life-changing and life-saving, and it can literally pivot the course of families. You can hate anti-MLM all day long. You can add a therapist and not quit your MLM. Yet. I wasn't inpatient, though they tried to avoid it for anxiety patients because it can make it worse. Yeah. I got kicked out of my program because I caused too many problems because of my autism. So. I've never been kicked out of anything before, but that's okay. I'm glad I'm still here too. I'm not sure I was before, but I'm glad I'm still here. And I'm glad I'm here. And y'all saying that you're glad I'm here is very, it makes me feel good.
Quick, so everything that I took away from it has to do with leadership. And so not just like his is really like leading himself, but loving himself and reconnecting to himself. And I wrote like, it was really like identity, because that's where I'm at. So many people don't want to show up online for fear of judgment or rejection or whatever. And then, you know, I made the commitment a few months into the first time that you could go live on the internet. I followed the leader. I did it. And you put yourself out there, you're prone to judgment and opinions of other people because they think that they deserve it. They think that they've earned it because they feel like they know you. And so at a certain point, when you are hit a wall where you don't want to share it with the world, like I had to step back. And every day yes, and I still like, even that first day that I went on my stories and I still showed up with it's a great day to have a great day. And you know, I've missed days with stories now. I've definitely missed days with social media because I chose to. But how dare I keep everything inside of me away from the internet of even one person that could find that.
You didn't. So now she's saying that she wasn't on social media because of us? She initially said that she wasn't doing social media the same way because of a business decision and a new program she was doing. So which was it? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
telling you, just like Jen, just like Anna, just like Joshua, if you have the gifts that God has given you and you're not giving them away, you're missing the whole point. You're missing the whole point. It's not even your gift. It's not yours. You can't hold on to it, or it rots away inside of you. And so, the very first thing that I wrote down was that I'd rather build the wrong tower and be the right person. And in that moment, I didn't think about, where every time he sees me, I'm crying. He was looking at us as we were up. He was talking about corporate America versus network marketing. But I was thinking about being in network marketing and questioning, is this where I'm supposed to stay? Am I supposed to be on the internet sharing my life? All of these things. And I know I'm the right person. And so I know that. And then it's the climb. And it's the second climb of driving, like when he said, why are you so pissed off when you drive behind somebody else and you feel like you're going so slow? You look at the speedometer and you're driving exactly the speed limit. Why are you not pissed off in your life about that? Why are you not pissed off about corporate America and what they do to you? And they tell you to work 40 hours a week for over 40 years of your life, because let's face it, you're not retiring at the age of 58. Not happening.
You're not retiring at the age of 62 unless you have a good job.
And I did not start working at 18.
I was at 63.
Ours are
They
59
changed it.
and 65.
They changed it too. I know that, like, recently.
And
I don't know. I'm not that old, so I'm not really worrying about that.
For what you think is a pension that you're never actually going to get to, or you think you're getting Social Security, you're never going to get to it. My grandpa didn't have it, I'll tell you that. Like, he got it and then they took it. I'm pretty sure. Whatever.
You're pretty sure you don't know? You don't know if someone's not going to get their pension. You're just throwing things out and you have no data to back that up. You have no data to back that up. You're talking about pensions, but are you talking about Social Security or are you talking about pensions? They're so close. You were so close, EJ.
Why not you? Why not now? And he says document it. And I was like, damn it, that's it. I will regret not recording certain moments. I will regret not being able to look back and compare and look at all of the things that I've grown through. And why? It's not about, what do I do? We're in network marketing. No. It's why do I do it? Because I get to help ordinary people.
She lied then. She lied. She lied. She said on that live that she was going to be stepping back to do something different and creative about her business, and you were going to find out and blah, blah, blah. But she was really stepping back because she didn't want to share her life on the internet because of whatever it was. And now we're finding out that she stepped back because she was nervous about sharing her life on the internet. Well, tell us the truth then. Tell us that you lied. You don't have to share your kids on the internet. They're not the ones selling ketones with Prove a Life. It's Prove It. Herbalife bought Prove It, and I can't stop calling it Prove a Life. Obviously, one of my core values is, like, honesty, so I'm raging against the fact that she freaking lied again. Oh my god.
Build an extraordinary life, and I'm one of those people. And he's one of those people. And she's one of those people, and Anna's one of those people. And if somebody didn't show up and say yes and commit, Jesse Lee Ward, and all of the other people before her that I said yes to, and got exposed over and over to what this could do for me. I would be getting to those pearly gates. I'd be walking up those stairs or gliding, whatever we do, reliving all of my memories, meeting a version of myself that I did not live up to. And I refuse to do that.
Pearly
So,
gates.
you have to get loud. And that's what I wrote, you know? Like, I have to talk about why network marketing. I have to talk about this profession, because I thought about all of the other towers that are next to each other, all of the thousands of companies in this profession. It's the only place where your income isn't capped, where you're not required for the prerequisite. There's no job application. You don't, none of that. And so when you start, and I love that Sandro said this, he said 97% of people pass their apprenticeships.
99% of people don't make any money, lose money, or go into debt in multi-level marketing. Why don't we talk about that percentage? Mother trucker. Hello? Ma'am? Can I speak to your manager? You know what else isn't capped? Commissions. In, I don't know, sales jobs.
Three out of 100 fail. Only 3. But in network marketing, we have failed because only 1 in 100 make it. And that is because your expectations are set.
1 in 100 make it. I'm clipping the... Hold on. Thank you. Dude, Courtney just told us that only 1 in 100 make it in network marketing. Let's rewind it just to hear it one more time.
Pass their apprenticeships. 3 out of 100 fail. Only 3. But in network marketing, we have failed because only 1 in 100 make it. And that is because your expectations are set. Like, you're not prepared.
Please hold. What? Did she just tell us the truth about something? Courtney just told us that 1 in 100 people fail in network marketing, so it's a good weekend. Courtney just told us that 1 in 100 people fail in network marketing, so it's a good weekend. Oh my god. Yeah, well, 1 in 100 make it. Sorry. Let me fix it. I was just like ready for it. You know what I mean? Marie's my fixer today. I spelled so many things wrong. Delete. Okay. Here we go. I messed up the other one, but Courtney just told us that 1 in 100 make it in network marketing. So, love that. We're going to clip the hell out of that. So, it's a good weekend. We're live streaming over on YouTube. Bye. I messed up the other one, but Courtney just told us that 1 in 100 make it in network marketing. So, love that. We're going to clip the hell out of that. So, it's a good weekend. We're live streaming over on YouTube. Bye. Let's go.
You're not prepared. Whenever you fail an exam, you know it. But when you're 99 out of 100 in network marketing, you never actually knew how, like, what did he say? Oh, I wrote it down. Oh, the way he worded it. It was that they never actually know that they failed.
Right, yeah.
This is the first honest thing we've ever heard from Courtney. Wait, what's the timestamp? 43 minutes? I know, it's like... Did we... Are we getting pranked right now? Oh, I can't wait, like... I know Erin's with her mom right now, but I'm just...
And we blame them, but it's really all about us. And that helped me make the decision.
No, it's all about the business model because it's broken and it is set up for the businesses to win, the very top 1 pyramid performer to win, and everyone else to lose because the churning, again, makes the businesses win. Every time the glorified customer, which is actually the independent contractor, purchases, the business wins. The business, the company. Every time an independent rep orders, Optavia wins. Every time an independent rep orders, Mary Kay wins. Every time an independent rep orders, Young Living wins. End of discussion.
That I have to get.
Well, Marie. She's not in the shade right now. She's not in the shade right now. So, you got to think about that. She's not in the shade right now. Broken Waffles knows. She's not in the shade right now.
Prepared?
They didn't know they weren't prepared. Thank you. You could have just said it loud.
Sorry.
You could have said it loud. They did.
Give me that look. I'm like...
They didn't know they weren't prepared. He said the difference between the apprenticeship.
It's the way she is wording it that is a problem, though. She is making it seem like it's not the MLM model that is designed to fail. She's making it seem like you fail from not trying hard enough. Yeah, she's gaslighting the independent reps, and that is what all top pyramid performers do. And when I say top pyramid performers, I'm talking about the top individuals. We'll say this is Courtney, our top pyramid performer. And this is one of her recruits, the Nutella. Okay? She's saying that the Nutella isn't working hard enough, but the way that I need to get some Duplos. The way that the system works, these people, I'm like trying to recruit all these people. The system is broken, and here's why. Every time you order, your upline gets paid commission. The way that it should work is the independent reps, when they buy, in my opinion, commission should only come from customer orders. It's too easy for the high control groups to form and for managers to form really close relationships with the independent contractors, and then the independent contractors to buy or inventory load to help make rank. Volume should only come from customer purchases. And it's not like that because the independent contractors are the glorified customers. They are. They're the glorified customers. The lack of shade did it. I'm positive. We're all positive. I get gaslit all the time. Oh, you weren't that good of a salesperson, Mary Kay. I was top sales. I was top independent rep in my national area when I was selling in Mary Kay. For an independent rep, I was top 10 in sales. Okay. I sold a shit ton of product. And you can say, oh, well, you're just a failure. Well, whatever you say, boo-boo. That's fine. Say what you want. I left. And I left for a reason. Because I had a falling out with my director. It's intentionally broken so that the companies win. They plug you in so that they know when you're going to order. They plug you in so that they know how much money is going to come in monthly, because there's a minimum, and then the upline emotionally connects with you so that they can talk you into ordering more, in my opinion.
They were prepared.
Because he said,
failed.
I failed, and I saw the look in my mom's eyes. And in that moment, I knew I failed because I did not prepare for my exam. I was not prepared.
To see the pain. It hurt him more to see his mom. Right. It hurt him more to see his mom disappointed than he was actually disappointed in himself.
He was disappointed, but he's like, I didn't prepare.
He didn't compare to anything his mom felt. Because she had given so much for him to be there, right? So
Sacrifice.
Much for him to be there, sacrifice after sacrifice to make sure that he succeeds.
And she told everyone he was going to do it.
He
And she told everyone he was going to make it. And then he saw the look on her face that now her word meant nothing because of him. And yet, in network marketing, there he is, in network marketing, the problem is we don't allow people, we don't help people understand. Always perfect. Look at him. Oh, I zoomed in way too far. Anyway, whatever. We don't actually let them know and prepare them enough for where they're going. It's too hot again. So, I love you all so much. I've committed. I guess I need to commit to going live every day. For sure. So, I'm doing that. Every day.
Oh, God.
And hello, Sylvie. Hello, Laura. Oh, I love you so much. We'll post this. It's kind of long, and it went and took a turn, and we shared about us. And you'll get Anna and Jen. You're welcome. Anna and Jen. Anna already left us for the airport, but I grabbed her right before exiting. So we love you so much. Why not you? Why not now? This is the only profession where, go ahead, Jen, you want to say one of these things too? It's the only profession where you're not required to have an education. This is the only.
That's not true. This is the only profession where you're not required to have an education. Sales. You have lost the plot. This is the only profession where you're not required to have an education. Eye roll of a lifetime. Eye roll of a lifetime. Customer service. I failed and saw the look of my mom's eyes. This is peak manipulation. Absolutely disgusting to relate a sad experience to a scam. 100%. Yeah, we have some more. We have some, unfortunately. We're also going to talk about David from earlier. We're going to talk about the financial stability from earlier when he flew to Italy by himself. We're going to talk about when she's showing up in her fear of rejection real quick. And then we'll toodaloo. I know it's been a long live stream. I had so much fun with y'all, except not from Courtney. Any retail job, fast food jobs?
Only place that you can do and become anything that you want to, and that you actually realize that your belief is going, you're allowed to build yourself, but only to the level that you believe yourself to be. And there's literally unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities for the level of income that you can make. But truly, it's about the impact in the people's lives that you'll change. One of the guys, the last guy said, no, you have to create experiences with the people that you surround yourself with in your organization. When they come to events, it's not about the event. It is that is the first opportunity, or the opportunities that you actually get to spend time with your family. And I told you earlier with Jen that she brought her daughter to our house, not once, but twice. And even after the first time, the reason why they came back so soon was because Riley would not let up. And so
The boys too.
I know there's other things that I'm missing, but if there's anything else that you want to share with them about why network marketing, why this profession, because now my brain left it and I'm just so emotionally drained. But if there's anything else that's hitting you with that before we go, since you'll be collaborator in this.
I just want to share my bingo moment, because we get this opportunity to be like, what was like that aha, like, you know, you got your brain turning. So we all are afraid to, you know, turn on our personalities, and people think that I just automatically got this going for me, but like she said, I get judged by people, so I have insecurities in my mind too, and so I'm afraid to take that action, but I don't let myself think about it. I just step into it and do it, right? Well, I can't remember specifically who said it. I have it written down, but basically you don't have to view rejection as a no. You can view rejection as they just don't have good taste yet, because everyone in this room has good taste.
Yes.
And so it's just another one of those little nuggets where it's a pivotal moment for me in my mindset. Like, I'm developing my mindset, but it's all these little things that you're like, oh my gosh, it was so simple, but I didn't see it before until so-and-so said it, and I wasn't ready to receive it in the moment that I may have heard it 10 other times until I got here and was ready to receive it.
Which is exactly why all of the bingo moments are so different, and we get to, like, getting to hear his made me emotional, and I feel so much emotion, but we're at the end of this for hers as well, because I'm connecting so many dots as well. So we love you so much. Ciao ciao for now, darlings. Another party in an hour and tomorrow.
Love the accent.
I know, every time.
I mean, well, if they're going to be there tomorrow too, I guess we're going to stream tomorrow. Okay. Oh my god. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah. One of the things, and maybe this is the last thing we talk about, but Courtney runs into this a lot. And it's not just Courtney. A lot of people, it seems like, we see this across the board with people and posting on social for multi-level marketing, but Courtney has several identity level statements. From what I understand, talk to your own psychologist, okay? Amanda said, thanks, I hate it. Same. Courtney said, they talked about how so many people don't want to show up online for fear of judgment or rejection, and right before framing this as a problem to be solved through the events like leadership and identity work, blah, blah, blah. And there was a heavy emphasis on identity, loving yourself, and being quote-unquote enough, wrapped inside the MLM narrative and online presence expectations. We've literally seen this so many times. And when you get out of MLM, you're just like, oh my God, I don't have to share everything online anymore. And it's so freeing. But the red flags are, and I think we all know this already, but if you don't, if you're an MLM and you stuck around this long, bless you. Okay? I hope you don't hate me that much, all right? But it's easy for self-worth to become entangled. Is it tangled or entangled? Whatever. Smarter people out there in the world with participation and visibility in the MLM posting, attending, and sharing your story. And I think we see that with Courtney big time. And I'm sure y'all have multi-level marketing top pyramid performers that you see this with, and it probably comes to your mind right now. And you're like, oh yeah, her, him, them. And if your identity is reconstructed in this environment, leaving the MLM doesn't just mean leaving a side hustle. It feels like losing your rediscovered self. And you feel like empty. It feels very like you don't know what's going on when you leave. And it creates a huge psychological barrier to exit, and I think that's why it's so hard for so many people to leave, especially if they're super plugged in to posting so much online. In my opinion. Please, dear God, if there's a psychologist who watches my channel, help me out. Here's the difference between unhealthy MLM and a healthy business. A healthy business lets you clock out and still be a whole person. This setup in MLM that Courtney's doing, that other top pyramid performers do, tries to rebuild your entire identity around the brand. And we see that with Courtney. We saw it with Jessie Lee. We see it with Kelsey Ray. I mean, all these people are improve it, but we see it with all of them. So, anyways. More fuckery to come. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I hope you are ready for the shit show. Thanks for putting up with my cussing. Please like the stream. I'm guessing we maybe could get to 100 likes if y'all wanted to. We're at 68. I'm looking to get to 10,000 followers maybe by 2020 million. But I appreciate the support. I will let y'all know what else is afoot. I hope you have a good Saturday night. Thanks for hanging out. I had a blast. I will, members, I'll show you the updates to the treehouse. I have a rug. I just have to staple it down. Replay crew, let me know what y'all think. Please, dear God, if there's a psychologist out there, help me in the comment section. See y'all tomorrow. Live long and prosper. Remember, don't drink the Kool-Aid. We analyze the ingredients, make good decisions. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!